Welcome. My name's Jose Chavez from Ready to Rank, and I've got Alison from Pinpoint Local, and we are helping business owners, tradies, service-based businesses leverage AI search when it comes to the Google business profile and showing up first. Now, we've been covering a lot of topics when it comes to AI, haven't we, Alison? And it just keeps on growing and keeps on evolving, and people don't actually know where to start or what to do. Like, what are we going to cover this week, and what
Okay,
business owners, you know, have to do now?
righto, because it's quite timely because it's exactly 12 months since on this podcast we announced that Google released their AI mode. So their annual conference, which will be next week, it's always in May.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to release some exciting stuff next week. We'll find out.
Mm.
But it was exactly a year ago where we said AI mode, which is AI search based on Google's Gemini, was released. So in that
Been
time,
12 months already.
yeah, it has been 12 months, believe it or
Wow.
not. Wow. So mind you, it probably didn't roll out into Australia until a while afterwards because it was released in the US and Canada first.
Yeah.
But so now in 2026, what everyone is saying in the field of SEO and local SEO, this has now created a fundamental shift as far as search is concerned. And it has accumulated probably in 2026, and the data's coming in, we're almost halfway through. So we can confidently say that there is a massive shift since AI search and AI mode. And so discussion today is to let business owners be aware that this is definitely a shift that they have to know about because it is more of a concept. And business owners who have been used to, if you know anything about SEO and Google business profile and everything, and your website was based on keywords
Yeah.
and rankings. So that concept isn't relevant for AI. So
No.
we go back, yeah. So the AI, whether you use ChatGPT or Google's AI mode, Gemini, the answer is given to you. So what is happening is that now they've got the data in, the click to websites has decreased almost 60%
That's crazy figures.
because people are getting the answer directly in AI
Yeah.
and they're just getting the answer. So if you're looking for pure informational content, they won't be going to your website anymore. So there's a drop. And also in Google Business Profile, there's a drop in traffic
Mm.
as well. So from my point of views, we're probably going to have to explain this drop in traffic that it's the AI overviews that are doing it. It's not, not that we're keeping up with tactics or not doing things. So,
Yeah.
but business owners have to be aware of this, that this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And people are getting their answers directly within AI search.
Yeah.
So, and also when AI does recommend a business, and I'm talking about local businesses, obviously, often it's only one or two,
Mm.
three,
Yeah.
rarely three even. Often it can only be one. Depends what your search term is. If it's quite detailed, it could often only be one business. So, I mean, that sort of really makes makes life difficult in
Yeah.
AI search. And because,
Especially for tradies when there's 100 tradies in a, 5K radius.
yeah,
How do
I,
you fight for it?
and 12 months ago it was just released, and so
Yeah.
we're all wondering how many people will use AI search to
Yeah.
find things. Well, now 12 months later,
Yeah.
it's increasing enormously. And I don't know the exact stats. So, like, it used to be, I think, we used to talk about 6% or 7% of searches were AI search.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's 30 or 40% or something. Depends whether it's local or informational.
Yeah.
But it's,
Do you know what
yeah,
I do you know what I used to do is when you're in rooms with business owners, you'd ask the question, how many people are using AI search?
yeah,
And it'd just be like me, crickets, you know.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden it's
Wow.
every single
Yes.
person. It's like
Yes.
90% of the 95% of the room are saying yes, they're using AI to search for things.
Yep. And it would be, I think now, 12 months on, it
Yeah.
would, well, 12 months on since AI mode, but it'd be rare for someone to have not used AI search now.
Yeah.
So we've got to take this on board, business owners, from a
Yes.
local point of view, that your traffic to websites and Google Business Profile is going to drop because they're getting the answers directly. And then if AI search does provide a local business, it'll be only one or two.
Mm.
So how do we survive in this new
That's the
world?
biggest
Because
question.
yeah,
And
and obviously there's still the traditional local SEO and Google Maps and all that sort of thing, which still accounts for the majority of searches at this point in time,
mm,
which is based on keywords and ranking. But what the data now is showing, you may rank on Google Maps or the 3-pack if you're a local business. That does not mean you will show in AI search at all.
yeah. Yeah.
There is not a correlation between the two. Now, the good and bad of that is if you're a new business, or you've got it's very competitive, and the same people have been in the top 3 in your local search pack, you've got an opportunity to beat them in AI.
Mm.
And you can do it. You can beat them. Whereas sometimes it's extremely difficult to bump off those top 3 businesses.
Yes.
If they've been around for a while and they've got
Yes.
200
Yes.
reviews, and they had a website which has got a history, and Google
Yes.
loves a URL, a website that's been around for, a decade or more, and you're a brand new website and brand new everything, it's almost impossible to rank. It really is.
Yeah, it's so the competition is so fierce.
Yes.
Like you said, businesses have had websites for years, have been investing in SEO for years and years
Yeah.
and years. You know, I guess the good thing about AI right now is that you implement everything that we've been talking about over the last 6 to 8 months, and you can
You can. You can.
catapult to the top.
You definitely can in AI search. And
Yeah,
as I said, you won't in the local, the traditional ranking,
yeah,
but the way things are going, I mean, AI search may be the traditional, way to find search eventually, even
yeah.
though it's not now. But yeah, there's opportunities. There's always opportunities. And to get into AI search, which is a different concept from your local SEO, your traditional SEO, is the word entity, which we haven't. I don't think we've ever even said that word here or that concept, but it's been around for quite a while. It's basically your brand, your business, but
Yeah.
your entity is what you need to show AI. So AI is not looking at keywords or backlinks or anything else like that. It's looking at recognition
Hmm.
and trust.
Yeah.
So your entity, they're calling it like, I've even seen entity reinforcement everywhere.
Oh my gosh, not another acronym.
Yes, I know.
Come
So
on. There's too many. GEO, AEO.
yeah,
How many more? Seriously.
I don't know. Well, but this is a concept of how you show in AEO, GEO, or whatever it is by entity.
Yeah. So
Uh,
would you say that entity is the same as brand?
Yes, but brand tends to, I don't know, my concept of brand is more sort of uh, graphics and visual and logo, whereas
Hmm.
entities more context
Yeah.
and information.
More technical,
And
I guess.
yeah, and you want it a complete collection evidence of your business. So if your business is out there doing block drains, doing the best Indian restaurant in Glen Waverley, and all these type of things, you're out there doing things. You need to be like that, be alive online, digitally,
Yeah.
in every way. So
Yeah.
you have to be a living, breathing entity
Yeah. Yeah. You
online.
I think we're getting very robotic here. I've been telling people that, your brand presence is important.
Yeah,
And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about social media. We're talking about LinkedIn profiles. We're talking about anywhere that you can put your business online. That's where you're going to get the wins.
yep,
And now they've developed an actual structure or a word, which is entity,
yep.
which
So
makes more sense to me.
yeah, it does, and I mean, long gone are the days where you could just have a website
Yeah.
or just a Google business profile and a Google business profile and a website. That is not entity.
Yeah.
That's just two platforms. Your entity has to be everywhere online, and you have to prove to the AI search that you are a living, breathing business that exists now, and you're trusted by reviews, and that you are doing what you say you do.
Yeah.
So for local business, fortunately, we have Google Business Profile, and everyone seems to say within local SEO that the Google Business Profile is the source of truth for your local business. And the way that Google has always updating things on the profile is indicating exactly that. So last week there was a subtle update where the Google Business Profile photos and videos are now shown chronologically. The most recent is up the top now. I don't know, realize, but we used to go in the back end of Google Business Profile, and the photos would be on 6 years ago,
Yeah.
the top one, or 3 years ago. And I know that we put one up 4 hours ago. But
Yeah.
when you go into the media file, they were just random. I had no idea how it worked.
Mm.
Now, just in the last week, Google is showing the most recent and then decreasing down. Now, if
Oh,
that isn't a clue of freshness,
yeah. Yeah.
fresh content, I don't know what is. So
Yeah.
Google
There's got
has
to be a
always,
reason behind it.
exactly, always,
Yeah.
always. And it seems to be even pulled into what we've discussed before, where there's, once again, this is a very subtle thing that Google has brought in just recently, just sort of under the radar, was the 30-day ghosting thing that if you're not updating your profile with fresh videos, fresh photos, and now Google can see it,
Mm.
is obviously collating fresh content, your profile goes down in visibility. So there's this 30 days. So yeah, Google is saying you have to keep it fresh and constant and updated. And it's about your work, what you do. You need to show on the profile by photos, videos, posts, services, attributes, everything else like that, what your entity, what your business does.
Mm.
So that's the first thing for your entity is get the profile and update it. And then it's all about, as we just discussed, multi-platform, cross-platform.
Yeah.
Your entity has to be everywhere across your platforms. And this is all for AI search. So, and once again, Google has given a clue about this, because this week, another update, besides the photos being shown chronologically in the media file on Google Business Profile, there's been another update in the last week, which is social posts are now being seen as a carousel within Google Business Profile.
Wow, that's cool.
It looks fantastic, actually. And Google has been pulling social posts across to the profile for a little while, and
Mm.
they've been actually shown as updates, as if you're doing something on Insta in particular, but
Yeah.
Facebook and everything, they would come up as updates.
Hmm.
But now there's actually a carousel pulled directly from your socials.
Mm.
And it takes up quite a lot of real estate on the Google
Yeah.
business
Yeah. I actually
profile.
know what you're talking about. I saw it the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and actually it was rolled out Australia, New Zealand, as well as US, the
Yeah.
first rollout.
Yeah.
So in the last week. So it's unusual that we're one of the first ones, but I think US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
The first ones for the. So yeah, the carousels look fantastic. So, which indicates once again the cross chapter, the multi-platform entity concept that you need to be everywhere.
Mm.
So with that, you want to make sure that your social posts are about your entity. So you don't want just inspirational quotes or memes about funny animals or anything else like that, unless you're a vet, I suppose. But make sure that a lot of your posts are about your entity. That if you're an electrician, your posts on your socials now about doing your switchboard upgrade. With your van somewhere. If you're a restaurant and you do al fresco, have the images of, your courtyard. Have it about your entity, because that's getting pulled across to Google Business Profile, and it looks awesome. As you said,
Mm.
the carousels look great, the
Yeah.
social.
Yeah. The
So
whole the whole page, like when you know you've done really well across multiple channels, and you type in your business name and you literally take up the whole page with all your profiles. It looks incredible. And it says a lot for those who are snooping, who have seen you on Instagram through an ad or something like that, and they do a Google search on your business. If you have that presence there and then, that's just credibility and trust.
yeah, and it looks awesome when you take up all of page one, and
Yeah.
it's not your competitor or another business that is in the US with a very similar name, which I see all the time because because there's no other information about it. And if you're showing that's an indication that Google knows about you. So now you have to see whether AI search knows about you as well.
Yeah.
And you want that information to be trusted and correlated between your website and your profile and your business name and your phone number, and everything all correlates so that the AI search can pull it all together and recommend you as a business.
Mm.
So because we're looking at two search algorithms at the moment,
Yeah.
and we want to show up on both, because as you say, if someone's if your business has been referred or restaurant, you still go to Google and Google them and see
Yeah.
what comes up.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if you don't know the business name and you actually just got a search, which is just random words, often you'll go to AI for those
Mm.
long
Yeah.
random words, concepts, because we're still used to keywords. So, and that's where you want your business to show up. So you need a lot of information
Mm.
going forward. So um, the last two updates this week with Google with the photos and videos being shown from freshness first, and with the social carousels being pulled across to Google Business Profile, just validates that you need updated content about your business and you need to be cross multi-platform,
Yeah.
your whole entity. So it's a word that's has always been around, as you say. Jose, it was brand entity, but
Yeah. Yeah. I guess now there's no confusion when I mention you need to work on your brand
yeah,
everywhere. Think people do think like you just say, it's got to get more logos out there, got to go, get my website done up. But when you say the word entity,
mm,
it's like information online. That's exactly what I think when you say entity.
yeah,
So
yeah. And so just having your create your website 5 years ago and it's just exactly the same, and your Google Business Profile was set up 5 years ago and has never been touched since, you will be invisible.
yeah.
So you need both of them updated, and you need to be constantly updating your socials, your LinkedIn about your business entity. Not,
Mm,
I mean, if you want to put social fluff, fine, but you must include what we call, basic SEO about who you are, what you do, and where you are.
yeah. Yeah.
So, yep.
Awesome. A lot to digest. Now, what can a business owner what action step can they take? And if it's just one thing from today, what is it that they need to do to get their business moving forward?
I'd go to your socials and do an entity post, which is whatever, whether you're a restaurant or home services or whatever, do an image of your business and what you are doing and where you're doing it.
Mm,
Or if you're a restaurant or a retail, whatever products or services you do a picture of it and say what you do and where you are.
mm. So you're saying like you could even just take a video of an area that you serve and say, we do block drains in the Nunawading area of Melbourne or something like that. Is that what you're saying?
I think that's gold.
Mm,
I think that's absolute gold. There's no better verification than a video with a voice on site
yeah,
showing a real job. Yeah.
yeah,
And anyone who does that consistently, I really do think they'll win. Their
yeah.
entity will win.
And how easy is that though? It's such a simple
Oh,
strategy.
yeah, yeah, it
And
is.
for I've met up with an electrician that and they were like, we hate getting on camera, but it's just like you record what you don't even have to be on the camera
No,
initially. You can
no,
just walk through the job and explain exactly what you're doing and where, and
yeah,
then just hit posts.
exactly. That's exactly right. You don't need to be on camera. Your voice,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
voice is enough. And everyone in their own niche is an expert compared with someone who's looking for your services.
Yeah.
So you sound knowledgeable and expert, and that's what you've got to show the algorithm that
Yeah.
you are a business and you're an expert at it.
Mm.
So, and then alongside with the reviews and things like that, that validate that. Otherwise, if you're not doing that, you're not going to be anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's wrap this up. I think there's a lot
Yeah.
to consume there for our business owners. Thank you once again, Alison. It's really good talking about the evolution of AI and how business owners can leverage it using their Google Business Profile. Thank you, and see you next week.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye.